But first, I need to let you know about tonight's sponsors. So tonight's sponsors are the Government of Alberta's Department of Trust Us, It'll Be Fine.
Okay, so what's being proposed, it's as you can see here, it's a 3-kilometer long string of cable that would carry people up the mountain. And estimated number is 2,000 per day to 300,000 per year, which is insane thinking about that on the top of that mountain. There'd be viewing platforms. They want to do a suspension bridge, a skywalk, hiking trails with a total footprint of 20 acres. Fast forward to 2017, the gondola proposal was rejected by the Alberta government. The Guy Turcotte brought it to the government, and they said, no, we're not going to change our park boundaries, and it's in a critical wildlife habitat. Fast forward again to 2022, he took that same proposal to the Alberta government, and they rejected it, again, for the same reasons. And that was under the UCP government. So what has to happen for this to proceed in the valley? The Bow Valley Wildland Park would have to change. Boundaries would have to be moved. 33 acres of critical wildlife habitat would have to come out of that Bow Valley Wildland Park. As a group, collectively, not only in this room, but our family, our friends, our neighbors, all across Alberta, we need to send letters. And we need to fill out the questionnaire the Alberta government wants us to do. We need to write a letter to the powers that be. I hope you hear this, and I hope you see the strength in this town and how strongly we feel.
Yeah, what a great turnout we've got here. This is really an important meeting and an important issue that we need to deal with. The Silvertip Gondola proposal is one of a long line of succession of developments in the Canmore area. The additive impacts of new developments are not only incremental, but have a disproportionate negative effect on the remaining corridors and habitats for wildlife. We all know this shot. We all know the Bow Valley. It's continentally significant landscape and potential bottlenecks, too, to large landscape conservation and wide-ranging species. There's been hundreds of millions of dollars spent in this valley, invested in connectivity restoration measures in Banff and also the province of Alberta. The Bow Valley is one of the most intensively studied landscapes in the world. Several decades of science has led the provincial government to protect this area through its South Saskatchewan Regional Plan and its Eastern Slopes Policy. And now the solid scientific base and the conservation policy are being forgotten, they're being ignored, bypassed in favor of development ahead of the natural spaces and species that sustains tourism here.
I think it's a pretty simple equation in that the downsides outweigh the upsides. The upsides for this project are very concentrated, largely privatized, whereas I think we as the public bear so many of the downsides. And when you look at that, it's just a lousy deal for Canmore, it's a lousy deal for Alberta, it's a great deal if you're a private developer wanting to put 200,000 to 300,000 people up on the top of Lady Mac. Right on. All right, thanks everyone. Let's go win.